Hey y'all, this is a tutorial on how to make this botanical specimen card type thing. This die is from AliExpress. What I'm doing now is just tracing where I'm going to place my pressed flowers in pencil. So you don't have to do this, but I wanted to make sure that my placement of my specimens was in the right spot. These are all flowers that I gather throughout the year, and I will press. I've got a flower press, but you can also do it with books in between some parchment paper. So I'm just arranging the different pieces where I want them to go, and using a little bit of glue so they stay where they're supposed to be. So for this next part, you're going to take some packing tape, just regular old packing tape, and put it right over your flowers that you glued down. And you kind of want to do it slowly because you can't pick it back up once you've laid it down, because it will destroy your flowers because they're pretty brittle. And then just take something and burnish the packing tape around your specimens. I've done it where I've gone right over them and they don't crumble or anything, but I just try to go around because you never know that they might crumble. Then once you've got it all burnished down, it's even okay if you have some creases. It's not that noticeable. Just go ahead and trim around trim any excess tape off. And then I use the Beacon Fabri-Tac glue because it's the best if you have plastic involved, metal, fabric, anything like that. So I just put the tiniest bit of glue on there, and then also burnish that after it's closed as well. I'm doing some distressing here using some distressed ink from Tim Holtz, and I go around the whole piece and then I get in the windows. The great thing about using the packing tape is you can wipe off any excess ink you get on the tape with a baby wipe, and it comes off really well, and then it also adds more of a distressed look from the dampness, because these dyes are water reactive. So I think it adds something extra getting it a little bit damp from the baby wipe. After I get all this wiped off, I'm gonna sort through some ephemera, some pre-stamped little pieces that I save, I've got a little ashtray full of them there, and then I also have a really cool binder full of kind of my mass-produced pieces of stamped ephemera that I like to add on to projects. Of course, you could be done here if you wanted, but I like to be a little bit extra. So I'm gonna pick some pieces out. I like going with the specimen type of aesthetic. So a lot of these are the Tim Holtz specimen stamps. I forget what the collection is called. There you see me flipping through my little binder full of pre-cut pieces of paper that I've stamped. Yeah, and that's what I'm doing. I decide to stamp this, grunge it up a little bit. This is another stamp from AliExpress. The ink is Tim Holtz green dye distressed ink. It's not an oxide, it's an ink. And then I'm gonna add a grommet, rivet, whatever they're called, in the little hole and tie it off with some simple string, just a knot, nothing too fancy. And yeah, I hope you'll try this. Thank you for hanging out and watching.